Hey guys, it's your lovely Acid again. I am making a video to kind of go over some of the things I found in my research this morning. Between reading, watching other videos, so on and so forth. This video will cover city sieges, which is a new event that is happening, which will start on Friday. So there's still a lot of questions in the air about City Siege. However, I did learn a lot in my reading and stuff this morning, as promised. So I want to go over a couple of things with you. First of all, there's going to be several cities. You can find those by clicking the world map here out in... If you look, there's an extra icon at the very top of your globe. If you click that, it gives you all of the sanctuaries. The sanctuaries are the cities that we want to hold. Each one offers different buffs. So if you go like to this top one, this sanctuary, and you click on it, you can see what the city buffs are. You have cavalry attack, cavalry hit point. So this is a really important one as well, because I know there's a lot of us that are building cavalry infantry. So these are going to be crucial for KVK, because whoever's holding throne at the time should be taking, well, really should be taking all the cities. So that whoever is holding throne in KVK and holding throne in our kingdom should have those extra buffs to assure success in our KVK. So it's beneficial. Also remember that kingdom throne is only going to be held every 2 weeks now instead of every week. So that is changing as well. But if you go back to the view that I was telling you about, and you just click that, you can go through and you can see each one of these have a different buff. Archer, infantry, cavalry. There's also one that does both infantry and cavalry, which I believe is this one. Give me one moment here. City buffs. Infantry and cavalry, you get plus 10% defense on both of those. That's a huge increase on top of the other cities. So infantry city, the cavalry city, and then the infantry cavalry city would add an additional 30% buffs to what we already get for Kingdom Throne for KVK. Also, right now you can only do one city at a time. However, if you go into Alliance Tech, hold on, I can't remember where it's at. It is more cities, which is this one right here. The more you research, the more cities you're able to take through each event for the city siege. So it's really important that the more we research this one, the more cities that we can lock down. This should be right now first priority. I mean, we're really high in our Alliance Tech as it is. However, we're going to need that for KVK. The higher we are, the more cities we can take, and then the more buffs that we have. So I'm not sure that a lot of other alliances in our kingdom know about this or have done enough research to know about it ahead of time, which gives us kind of an advantage. I could be mistaken, but just by going rate of past experiences with all the alliances in the kingdom, it might be smart for us to really push more cities for City Siege. Get that up so that we are able to take more than one city, because eventually we will be able to hold them all. Also want to let you guys know that when the first event starts, the city will be filled with NPCs. The NPCs we will have to attack. Once the defense hits 0, we can then take occupancy of the city. And then we are allowed to send in reinforcements to start filling it, because you can make points on the city against enemies. You get points from enemy kills. So the enemy kills is kind of like Kingdom Throne, where we send in troops to die to make us points. However, there is only a designated amount of cities, so I'm not sure this first go round how many people will be fighting each other for the city. What we need to think about, though, is also this. No one is sure yet if we will be able to heal troops after City Siege like we can KVK and Kingdom Throne. So with that being said, that's also something for us to think about, because we're at peace and we're saving power for KVK, guys. So that's something that maybe the leaders all need to discuss. Maybe use the castles with an excess amount of troops and higher hospital beds and the ability to heal them if we aren't allowed to heal them like we can in KVK and Throne. Also, your buffs will work. You're going to want to use your best heroes. I'm still unsure if we can rally and attack. I would imagine we can, because we can in KVK. We also can in Kingdom Throne. So I don't see why we can't rally to hold a city and kill the defense for the NPCs, and then rally to reinforce, or just solo reinforce as well. Skill hits. I am not sure if the skill hit works on City Siege. So I would guess that it would probably be wise strategically for all of those who have skill, use that to kill the NPCs to begin with, so that we don't lose any troops. So remember, guys, that skill hit is only going to work well if you've upgraded your hospitals and you have the hospital capacity. So it's really important to get that up as well. However, those are just some things that I found out. Like I said, if you go to your aerial and you click this button, you can see all of the sanctuaries. So the sanctuaries are going to be important. That's why they flash different colors across your screen when you're scrolling through territories. So you kind of know whereabouts they are on the map, or where they will rise from. Give you kind of a good idea there. Also, like I said, you can click it and go straight to it. You can also bookmark if you need to, Mighty City, so that you have that located in your book and you're planned ahead for when it's time to start rallying. It's just good game strategy to be as prepped as possible ahead of the event, and you know what you're doing. So with that being said, none of us are going to be able, I'm sure, to take all 3 cities. However, we do want to take, I would say, the one with infantry and cavalry buff, because we have a mix of infantry cavalry in our alliance being built, and we also have high levels of infantry and cavalry researched in our alliance tech, and those go hand in hand. Alright guys, so with that being said, I was also reading somewhere that killing monsters will add management points. I'm not sure how correct that is. I did read it in a blog. However, it might be something for the little guys who don't want to rally actually take part in. They could be killing monsters and adding management point during the event. So I hope this information helped you, and we can go from there. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye, guys.